Hello guys, welcome. Today we're talking about the Galaxy Z Fold 4. This is C-TekGh once again, Gideon right here. Let's move to Galaxy Fold 4. Alright, so this is Galaxy Z Fold 4 and I'm going to tell you about my first impression just coming into contact with this phone. I don't know, been within this period that I had a chance to use this phone, at least for some time because of this video. I would not have used a fold phone before. But today I have it. In fact, when I had this phone for the first time, seen it a lot, talked about it on this channel, some specs sometimes. But when I had this phone for the first time, the first thing that entered me was, wow! And in just a bit, I'm going to give you some few specs about this phone that got my heart touching. And here's how the phone looks like when you have it for the first time. Let's start talking about the physical features of the Galaxy Fold 4. Right on the up front, you have this beautiful screen that acts as a normal phone. And it looks quite bulky and you may say maybe it's probably too heavy. No, it's not. It acts as a normal phone weight for your experience. At the back we have 3 cameras for your picture taking and your videos, and we have 2 stereo speakers for a beautiful experience. About the speaker experience, I tell you, so powerful. I'll just give you an example in just a bit. This phone also supports wireless charging and also wireless power share. If you are just a bit confused about the word power share, let me just take you to a step further. You remember a time where you share your videos, your pictures with your friends from one phone to the other through air or via air. Alright, it went to a point where now some companies started bringing phones that you can use to charge your other phone through cables. Is that not it? Now at this point in this phone, Galaxy Fold 4, Samsung made it possible that you can now share your battery power with someone. So if your friend has a phone that actually supports wireless charging like iPhone 8 upwards and the kinds of those, you can share your battery from here to your friend when the battery is down just by putting it at the back. If you're thinking about security as well, the phone got you covered. You've got your fingerprint right on the side for your thumb. And the phone also is actually a foldable phone as we have here. So without wasting much time, let me just take you deeper into the phone. Let's dive into it and see the internal features of the Galaxy Fold 4. And this phone has a 12GB RAM. I bet you it's much more faster than most of your laptops and computers out there. In fact, some of the computers you guys are holding out there be 4GB RAM, 5GB RAM. I bet you Henry had a laptop that has 2GB RAM. But this phone has up to 12GB RAM. I bet you need to put on your seatbelt before you crash using this phone. It has up to 256GB internal storage, not expandable. And the battery is 4,400 milliamps or 4,400 mAh. That is quite okay for your regular games and your regular internet use. And I think it can be with you up to about a day. Then you have your operating system being Android 12 on this device. The camera, we have 50 megapixels. But wait, let me shock you a bit. This phone has up to 5 different cameras. We have 3 cameras at the back and then we have 1 in front when you're using it in a phone mode. And when you open it to a tablet mode, when you unfold it, we have another camera right under the screen. So just in case you want to use in a tablet mode, you have a camera for your selfies. You don't need to force your way to make it a phone before you can use your camera for selfies. So up to 5 different cameras installed right on the Fold 4. So if you've been around this channel for a while, while we're talking about some of the things you need to consider before getting a smartphone for your use, we explain what refresh rate is when it comes to phones. Just in case you lost that video or you're new to the channel or you really want to go back and get more explanation before we move on from this point, you can check the card up above or link in description. Now this phone has 120Hz refresh rate. Once again, if you really want to know what this means, please go back to the videos up or down in description to get more understanding. This phone or tablet, I don't know how I should term it. Henry, how would you call it?
Phablet.
This phablet supports HDR display. HDR, let me just explain something small about HDR. That kind of experience you have when you are watching a video that is super clear, that almost everything looks so real and they don't really feel like they are from a camera. That is what we're talking about HDR here. Now please, don't mistake HDR for screen resolution or video quality. Actually, a phone may be able to display a video for you in 720 1080 pixels, but if it supports HDR, it takes the experience to a next level by using the same quality or resolution, but then giving you a different leveled experience, giving you more colors, more pixels in there. I mean some of the technical stuff that Henry can explain to you later. But then the same video quality. So it's highly possible that you'll be having a phone that displays a video for you in 720. But with this phone, also with the same 720, you're gonna have a whole different experience watching a video from this device. Alright, now enough with the physicals and the internals of the phone. Now let's talk about what I enjoyed about this phone. In fact, the fact that I love this phone right from having the access to it was the speakers. The speakers are just so much cool that they don't really sound like the sounds are actually coming from a phone. Then also you have this beautiful display. The fact that I don't need to carry a tablet for extra reading. I mean, some of us like to read a lot from applications and all that on phones, and when we want a better experience, we buy an iPad for such. But with this phone, when you have it, you can just change it from a normal phone mode to a tablet mode, and you have an extra size for your videos, games, and your reading. That is what actually touched me more aside everything, and also the speed. One last thing that actually caught my attention very much was the fact that this screen can act as if it was your laptop or your computer. No, what I'm trying to mean here is that you can use more than one application at a time. I'm not talking about split screen where you have one application to the top and one to the bottom and that is all. If you've used computers for some time, you probably may see or probably may have used the feature where you're able to open and hold one application to one side, open another and open to one side, and multiple applications all over your screen where you can attend to each of them simultaneously and probably at the same time. This phone supports that, and you can use multiple applications, up to about 4 maximum I think, and you can multitask with each of them at the same time without having any issue. Of course, what do you expect from a 12GB RAM phone right from Samsung? So that is a little bit about the Samsung Galaxy Fold 4 and what I loved about the phone. You probably may also have extras that you actually love. Let me hear what you actually think about this phone from the comment section. Did Samsung nail it? Could they have done better? Or they actually caught your interest on something? Any extra questions too? Let's talk about it in the comment section. So once again, keep around this channel. If you have not subscribed already, please subscribe. Like this video, share it to your friends so they please join in the C-TekGh family once again. We're back and we're back for good. So expect more and see you again some other time. This is Gideon.